Hey, Miss April here. I'm gonna do some baked oatmeal. I grew up in a family that loved to bake and cook. Everything was from scratch. Most of our food was homemade. So it was just something that I've always done and I love to do. I'll joke around sometimes and say that that's how I can de-stress. That's how I relax. And it's true. But one of my favorite recipes that my mom makes is a baked oatmeal. This recipe is pretty versatile. I've tried it with a couple different things. I've sliced bananas. I've added blueberries, I've added peaches before. So you can add pretty much any kind of fruit that you want to add to it. You can even add raisins or cinnamon if you're going to do bananas. There's a lot of options with this baked oatmeal. So the first thing is 3 cups of Quaker oats. I get the quick, and then I also get the old-fashioned, and I mix them. I just dump them in and I mix them. Some people don't like the texture of the old-fashioned, like the steel cut kind of oats. They've got a texture to them, but I like it. I like that texture in my oatmeal. You can use whatever kind of oatmeal you want. So it's 3 cups of oatmeal, and you just put that in a bowl. I'll show you the directions here in a minute, or I'll share them underneath the video too. 3. You can follow how I have the directions, mixing things a certain way. Honestly, I don't. I just dump it all in, stir it up, and put it in the oven. After the 3 cups of oatmeal, I do a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Now, my blueberries weren't very sweet. I tried 3 or 4 of them, and a couple of them were tart, so I added a little extra sugar because I'm going to be adding blueberries to mine tonight. So there's my brown sugar, 1/2 cup. You can always add more if you want. This is not a sweet baked oatmeal. So if you're looking for something a little sweeter, you can add up to a cup of brown sugar if you want. Or you can substitute and add 1/2 cup of brown sugar and 1/2 cup of butter, or 1/2 cup of white sugar. So now we're going to add 1/2 cup of butter or vegetable oil. I was out of vegetable oil the other week, so I made it with butter, and I did not know a difference. So I'm going to dump that in. After the butter or vegetable oil is 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So I got this nice little dish. Just kind of dump it in. Then we have 1 cup of milk. So this is the only thing I haven't tried. Someone might be thinking, well, I can't have milk, I can't have dairy. Well, like I said, you can use the vegetable oil in place of your butter, and you can use the, I'm assuming probably almond milk in place of regular milk. I've never done it. I'm not a big almond milk fan, but you could give it a try. It's worth trying. After the milk, you add some salt. Supposed to add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, but we only have the grinder, so we'll just add it that way. And then 2 eggs. I have everything measured out, dump the eggs in, and then you just stir it up. The only nice thing is if you melt your butter ahead of time, it kind of mixes everything. It's kind of liquidy. The thing with the brown sugar too, you got to make sure you stir it all up, mix it in. Make sure those clumps of brown sugar or butter, if you're putting in a cold butter, are all mixed together. Your eggs, I beat my eggs before I threw them in, so that wasn't a problem. So this is what it looks like. And then I washed my blueberries and I have them prepped. And I'm just going to go ahead and dump them in and stir it gently a couple times. And then I have my pan prepped. I sprayed it with pan. It's all ready to go. You dump it in. Make sure you got all those yummy blueberries in there. And just spread it out. Make sure it's there. That looks pretty good. Big clump of blueberries. Let's stir those up a little bit first. And then you throw this in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes. This is a good baked oatmeal recipe because you can double everything quickly, very easily, and you can make a big 9 by 13 pan. So again, 3 cups of oatmeal, half a cup of sugar, you can add more if you want, half a cup of vegetable oil or butter, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 cup of milk, half a teaspoon of salt, 2 eggs. Spray your 8x8 pan with Pam, mix everything together, pour it in the pan, and bake it for 30 minutes. And again, you can add all kinds of healthy fresh fruit into this and make it as hearty as you want. Hope you guys enjoy. I miss everyone. Happy Tasty Tuesday.